What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into the final part of our fk&c live concert film. Hey, it's been a journey of some real, just like straight up humanity kind of things at this concert. And I love every single second of it. None of it's made up. None of it's some kind of bizarre. None of it's some kind of out there. It's all things that everybody can relate to. It's all things that everybody needs to hear for the most part. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like a motivation festival. I'm all for it 100%. Let's jump into it. Let's check it out together. Let's finish it off. Shout out to Esther for the journey. If you guys enjoy it, get over show for King and Country, all the love of the world. We've been subbed up. We've already smashed the like button. Their link is right there in my description. Easy for you to find. Go check it out. Go show the love. Go leave some comments. Do what you got to do. Let's roll.
You guys are very kind. So over the last year, we've had a lot of people ask us about this phrase, burn the ships. We're like, what does that mean? And you know, you have this song that's called Burn the Ships. You have this tour, this album. You've got this stage that looks like the bow of a ship. We've got these LED sail things, you know. What's up with ships, you know, and why are you trying to burn them all the time, you know, that type of thing. And the story actually starts in Texas. We were in Austin for a show. Yeah. And my wife called me, and it was a fairly frantic phone call. She said, "Luke, I need you to come home." And up until that point in doing music, I'd never received that phone call before. And I said, "Okay, well, you know, what's going on?" She said, "Well, I've been taking some medicine, and I just can't stop taking it. I need you to come home, and we need to deal with this together." And so I got on the next plane home, and I come in the back door, and I see Courtney, and I said, "Honey, I mean, are you okay?" And she said, "Well, I'm okay right now, but in a few hours, things are gonna get really, really difficult." And sure enough, a few hours later, I saw her hands begin to tremble, and she started saying things like, "Luke, I know the doctors don't want me taking any more of this medicine, but what if I just take one more pill to get me through the night? And what if I just take one more pill?" And it was at that point that I realized, you know, we had a problem. And so the next day, we went to a mental health facility. And we arrived at this kind of strange-looking building. We get into the waiting room. There was nobody else in the waiting room. And eventually a nurse comes and says, "Courtney, will you come on back?" We both got up to go. And as we got close to the door, they looked at me and they said, "Luke, you don't get to come for this. You know, you're going to stay out there." And there was just something about not being able to journey through that difficult moment together that made us both feel so isolated and lonely. And she came out a little while later, and she said, "Luke, they're recommending intensive therapy." And so that's what we did. I would drop her off at 9 a.m. in the morning and pick her up at 2 p.m., and we did that for a few weeks. And after that few weeks, the doctors came to us and said, "Hey, you know, Courtney, you've shown such a remarkable recovery and improvement. You don't need to come back here anymore. You're discharged, you're free to go, you're on the right trajectory, you know, keep it up." And we were home one evening, and she had this bottle of pills in her hand, and she said, "Luke, I need to go and flush these pills because these pills represent so much shame and so much guilt in my life that I just need to watch them leave one by one." And I was reminded of a story about an explorer who went to a foreign land, and when he arrived on the beaches of this foreign land, he said to his men, "Hey, we're gonna go explore the horizon. We're gonna see what this land has for us. We're gonna see what's over the mountains." And after he'd finished explaining this to his men, he realized that none of his men wanted to follow him there. They just wanted to return to what was comfortable. They wanted to return to what was familiar. They just wanted to return to the past. And so this explorer waited a few more days, and he called all of his men back onto the shoreline again. He said to his generals, "Hey, I want every single soldier on the beach." And once they were all accounted for, he gave those generals the command to burn the ships. Because he said, "We're not gonna retreat. We're not gonna go back. We're not gonna live in the past. We're not gonna get stuck. But we will force ourselves to see what is in our future, then to see what this land has for us, then to see what is over those mountains." And for my wife, when she took those pills and she flushed them, that was her moment of burning the past. And here's the deal, for some of us here tonight, you might say to me, "Man, Luke, if you just knew the things I'd walked through. If you just knew what was said and done to me as a child, you'd understand why I'm locked up. If you just knew what my father said to me or my mother, if you just knew what my boss has done, You understand why I'm stuck in the past. You'd understand why I'm not even sure I desire a future. And here's what I would say to you. I would say to you this. I'd say, go, and burn the ships.
Oh yeah, that's damn motivating right there. Listen, I don't have to know everything about each and every one of you. I don't have to know any of the things that you're going through to be able to tell you that I know that it can always get better. No matter where you're at. I was in the deepest, darkest of damn holes and couldn't even afford to eat, but I knew that I had to keep my mind focused on tomorrow would be better. Or look at the good things that I did have. At least I still had a place to live. At least I wasn't out on the damn street. At least my missus was taken care of. Like, no matter what it is, it can always get better. There's always somebody out there that cares enough to be in your corner, that will see you and listen to you. We've got so many lovers right here on this channel that I came out of the woodworks to help people out, or came out of the woodworks to pass on a loving message to somebody. We don't deal with none of the hate, but lovers, we've got them in plenty. We've got them in mass. Leave a comment. See what happens. We love hearing people's stories. We love hearing about you. But I don't need to know what you're going through to be able to tell you that, hey, it can get better. And with the right mindset and the right people in your corner, it will get better. You got to have that mindset, though. You got to want it to get better. You got to believe that it can get better. If you don't believe that, then it's already game over until you do. Like, there's nothing that I can do to force a change of mind upon you. You got to be ready to make some changes. You got to be ready to take that next step foot forward, even if it is hard, even if it is down deeper into the hole first. There are so many people out there that I've learned that are in the same kind of mindset as me, that are just there for other people, just to be there for other people, that are just kind to other people and listen to other people vent just to listen to them vent so that they can. I see you all. I do. I see every single one of your comments. I see everything, and they're appreciated on this end, and you are cared about on this end, and that's the way that it's going to be as long as this channel's alive. Stop focusing on the past, it's all about the money.
So long to shame, walk through the sorrow, out of the fire, into tomorrow. So trust the pills, face the fear, feel the weight disappear. We're coming clean, we're born again. Our hope for lost can breathe again. Oh, we can breathe again. And step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon the heartache, yeah. So light a match, leave the past, burn the ships, and step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon the heartache, yeah. So light a match, leave the past, burn the ships, and social back. And social back. And social back.
Everybody that went to this concert, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. Everybody that went to this concert left home a different person. They went back home a different individual, a different thought process, a different being.
Wide awake while the world is sound asleep, and too afraid of what might show up while you're dreaming. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe. Every day you try to pick up all the pieces, all the memories that somehow never leave you. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you.
Listen to this audience. This is beautiful.
Let me hear you.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. You keep a cover over every single secret. So afraid if someone saw them they would leave. But somebody sees you. Somebody would never leave.
Let me hear you sing it.
God only knows that it's killing you.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
For the lonely, for the ashamed, the misunderstood and the ones to blame. What if we could start over? We could start over. We could start over.
Whoa, for the lonely. you so
That
much
was
for
a
being with us
spectacular
tonight. As you
surprise.
leave, we hope you feel seen, that you feel known, that you can trust, that there is a superhero kind of love that God only knows.
That was intense. God only knows. That deserves the on the feet approach right there.
Lately I've been watching the nightly news. Can't seem to find the rhythm. Just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. I gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of three. Ocean, my pretty night, I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice, let me testify. Ocean, my pretty night, 'cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose. Let it move, let it move, let it move. Yeah, I choose. Let it move, let it move, let it move. Yeah, back when I was young, my eyes were full of life. But now that I am older, I live at the speed of light. Feels like a cycle never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So will somebody please pass the megaphone. I'll shout it on the count of three. Ocean, my pretty night, I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice, let me testify. Ocean, my pretty night, 'cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose. Let it move, let it move, let it move. Yeah, I choose. Let it move, let it move, let it move. Down in my heart to stay. I need the joy, down in my heart to stay. You believe it, sing it out. I need the joy. That's right. One more time.
Hey, everybody needs it. Get a little bit of it. If you ain't got none yet, get yourself a little bit of joy. Find happiness somewhere.
I see some dancing going on, but I think we can take it up a few notches. Are you ready to dance? Let's go! Let's let it move. Let's let it move. Let's let it move. Yeah, I choose. Let it move. Oh, let it move. down in my heart to stay. I need the joy, 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 down in my heart to stay. You made us feel so very loved. Thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely.
Until we meet again, God bless you. Good night.
One I would have loved to have been at if you were at the concert. Let me know down below. I'm envious, a little bit envious. Just a phenomenal concert overall for King and Country, for the world right there. Definitely get over it. Show them all the love in the world if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button over there. Hit the like button over there. Check out all the rest of their content. Hit the like button here if you liked it. The dislike button, but I won't believe you. This is one to listen to over and over again for sure. Till the next one, I'm highly combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon and back. Peace.